What's up guys, Cloudie here reporting from the America server, and we have just received the first patch of December with a bunch of new things. As you can see, we have Pansirone here, so let's get to it, see what all the stuff Vespa has given us. Meanwhile, my dog is trying to eat me because she hears me talk and she doesn't know what it's about, but let's try and not die. So let's see, patch notes. Of course, we have the new hero, Pansirone. And they do say somewhere that it's an NPC hero, but she doesn't behave as one, so that's kind of weird. Let's see, we will talk about her later. For now, new costumes. Of course, Christmas themes are back, so we have some stuff for Nyla, Krisha, Gauss, Seria, Kibera, Ezekiel, Pansirone, and Fluss. Now, Kibera is not in the game yet, but he's one of the Hound units, and he will be released somewhere next year. We can see him in the Pansirone special dungeon event, and he's supposed to be some melee fighter. He's not in the very first story, but we will see what exactly he looks like when we get there. Now we have the sixth and final batch of soul weapons. With this, all the heroes have received their soul weapons, which is pretty nice. Um, Finally, we can see if they will release some new real content and give us some balancing too. Some heroes would definitely need it. Not gonna go into the soul weapons just yet. We'll have a separate video on that. Now we have a special event dungeon, the Christmas dungeon. First we will get the 2018 one, and then later the 2019 one. I think we have this for 2 weeks now, and we can see this here in Central Orwell. We can go in and do the usual quests or story missions. We have 6 of these, and when we have cleared all of them, there is a special mission for stamina to burn, and that will reward other things. Not quite sure how it looks like yet, because I haven't gotten around to it, but you will need to turn them in here, and you can get various rewards. Some of them are pretty nice, like unique weapon fragments and stuff. These are only 2 line selectors, so not that great, but all in all not bad. Free stuff, always good. We have 2 weeks to complete this. What else do they have? Now we have received a special event dungeon for Pansirone, and this is around for 35 days, well 34 now and 13 hours. And to do the special dungeon, the very first one you can do without having her, but all the following ones you need to have Pansirone. If you clear this, you get 6 of these fuel tanks, and there is a first clear reward of 20, so all in all 26 for clearing this for the first time. You get 5 of these shovels at the start, and then one every day, which is kind of strange because the map doesn't really give out how we're gonna have more than 700 of these, even if you get Pansirone and do the story mission all along. Unless I did the map wrong, you don't really get 600, not even close to that. So either the follow-up missions give more, or there is some other trick to it that I missed. We will check that out in a moment. Actually, I'm gonna get fancy and then we will see. So yeah, soul weapons, Christmas dungeon, Pansirone dungeon. Yeah. So you can do the first one without any limit, but you must have Pansirone for it, which is a bit of a dick move from Vespa. But we still have the 3000 or the half price even, so you can buy her for 3000. We will see. Okay, adjustments and revamps. Now this is something I really do love. Finally, they separated auto content from, or auto mode from PvE and PvP. I really did hate it that after, say, farming dragons, I went into a guild war and my skills were auto-queued. Sometimes that nearly cost me a match. So finally, this is now separated. One thing to note, that auto is not turned off for everything. After the patch, you need to turn it on again, because I guess that's just how they could manage it. Expanding inventory will be easier, so if you need to buy more inventory space, this is now better. And they have changed how the the item sets work a bit, that you can unequip them more easily, but you can't equip it on another hero. We will just demonstrate this real quick. And there are some bug fixes about Luna's soul weapon, Claudia's soul weapon. Apparently she was doing more boss CC than she should have, and there was something about Priscilla. Now, okay, let's just quickly check how that actually works um, with the item set. So Claudia here is wearing the set that she's using for this world boss, so I can select this item and unequip it, and then it's not on her. And say I go to, let's say, Crow, because Crow likes that item. I find it somewhere in the list, and you can't equip it here because it's assigned to that other character. However, if you come here, she can equip it, so that's the big change, I guess. Not really that interesting. So these are the main things. There is also an event ongoing if the page decides to load itself. Okay, it did. So this is the welcome event for Pansirone. For 600 points you will get all of these stuff: a random pool, 3 unique treasure selectors, and the unique weapon selector. So I wonder why this is that always having 1 star, I wonder. Now the way this works, there is a special mission which gives points, and there are daily missions. These, you can see how many points they give for each of these, and you need to acquire 600. So you see the daily ones really give only a few. I think it was 8 in total. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. So you can get 8 points daily from the daily missions, and then there are some other missions here which give quite a bit more. Of course, the first one is to acquire Pansirone, then to get some unique gear through summons. Supposedly special items or item summons do count, so if you have any of these saved up you can use them, but it seems the free ones do not. As for instance, I got an artifact from the daily free summon and it didn't count at all. Now if you obtain 14 unique gears throughout the event, then you get 120 points. Big move from Vespa, trying to force us into spending like this, to be honest. And there is also some more for awakening her to 3 star. Oh no, that's for her weapon again, trying to make it spend. And there is some more if you reach level 90 with her, reach T3 with her, reach T5 with her. This event lasts 2 weeks, I believe, so you can count that this gives 8 daily. That's about, yeah, so this is 2 weeks, so 8 daily means you will get somewhere around 80, 120 maybe, something like that. For doing the daily missions, that's not even close to the 600. But if you get Pansy and and her weapon maybe, and do some pulls, make her Transcendent 5, then you can get close to it. Altogether, if you wanted to spend, then this might be a time for it, but yeah, not really the best move from Vespa if you're asking me. And finally, let's just go and get her and see what this dungeon thing does us. So Pansirone, new hero, at least we can see how she works. I'm gonna have a separate video on how she works and what seems to be good about her. I did, however, hear some pretty good info on her. People saying that they cleared Sky Trial 4 with a 0 star, which is pretty brutal. And yeah, we can see Pansy beating the hell out of Mitra, which kind of serves him right. That's a brilliant screen, actually. I do like that. Oh yeah. So crazy and cute. Okay. So now that we got Pansirone, oh yeah, and before I forget, you actually get some missions here as well for the Christmas event. This is for clearing it a few hundred times, yeah, and for completing the gifts in that mission or in that event. So let's go into the Pansirone special event, see if this gives any more. So now we could, yeah, so this increases. Okay, Vespa didn't tell us that. So the very first one gave 20 on the first clear and 6 on the repeat clears, and there is only easy mode and story mode, so you can't farm it that much, or you can get more. But if you go on with the story, you will get 40 here and then 16 on the next one. So yeah, definitely trying to get you into using that or buying her. You can see she's wearing black for those of you who care about such things. And of course we have a bunch of new costumes which you can just quickly check. Let's just go. This Seria kinda looks like Mediana to me. Krisha is a bit meh, I believe. Fancy, well, it's a really cute dress. Although I would be hard pressed to figure which one to wear because I like her whole military clothing as well, but can't deny this is pretty hot as well. But I do like the hat and all, and of course a very emphasized cleavage there, which you have to see in action, of course. So yeah, that's it for the patch. Lots of farming, nothing really entirely new. We get Pansirone for the hero that a lot of people asked for, and yeah, you can finally play around with her. So that's it for today. I'm gonna start doing the stuff on Pansirone, so keep an eye out for that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.